Hello boys and girls, and welcome back. I am your host and guide, Thirtyne, and we are playing Final Fantasy VI. Now, in the last episode, I went and I uncursed that cursed shield, just like I said I did. Look at it, now we got the hero shield. Let's check that shit out, shall we? Hero shield. The American version, it's the paladin shield, but basically the same thing, same idea. You know, great hero, full heart, complete opposite from the curse. What does it do? Absorbs holy, lightning, ice, fire, and makes invalid water, earth, wind, and poison. Basically, nullifies all elements. No elements can harm you. Some elements may even heal you. Can be equipped by anybody. Well, you know, except for those who can't equip it, like Umaro. And gives you insane stats. Good defense, good magic defense, insane evade percentages, and teaches you Ultima at a rate of ×1. So, want to learn Ultima? You can still teach it to anybody you want. That's why we didn't have to go with the Ragnarok sword. Or sorry, the Esper. We went with the sword instead. Anyways, we're coming up pretty close to the end of the game here. We've done almost everything there is to do. We've got a few things left. I still want to show off fighting the dragons in the Dragon Forest. I don't know when I'll do that, but I do promise that I will, because I decided, you know what, I do want to get an economizer for myself, just because. Just because I want one, and I want to get it legitly without using Realm's sketch glitch. Yes, I say legitly. Ha. That might be a joke to some of you. But other than that, we've got Kefka's Tower and the Fanatic's Tower. Fanatic's Tower we've come to a few times, but we've never actually... Well, we have gone inside, but we've never actually gone through it properly. And I'm just gonna make sure that I'm gonna drop a tent here so that I'm at full health and mana to go through here, because I kinda need it. Anyways, I've explained it before. Coming through the Fanatic's Tower, you can't use physical attacks. You can only use, you know what, I'm gonna give you... You can only use magic. And the way it works is it actually changes your attack ability into your magic ability. So, where you've got attack in the slot is where magic's going to appear. So say you brought someone like Gogo and you gave him magic, you'd go into battles and you'd be like, why can't he use it? What the hell? Because what you actually have to do is you have to give him the fight command in his slots so that he can access the magic. Anyways, everyone can also use items. But that's it. Magic and items. Same thing with the enemies. Every enemy here is just going to cast magic on you. They're also all called magic level, and then they've got some number to them, be it level 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, or 90. And they suck because they have a bunch of bullshit attacks, like really, and by bullshit I just mean like really powerful attacks. They basically counter everything you can do with some sort of like other attack or status ailment inducing something or other. And wow, you have like no magic worth casting. Oh well, looks like we'll just do what we can with you. I do have Mog currently trying to learn Pearl, so I'm going to get in just enough fights so that he can learn Pearl, and after that, probably not going to be getting in many more fights. The reason I brought him is that as soon as I get tired of getting in fights here, I want to get in just enough, like I said, so that Mog learns Pearl, and I kind of want Terra to learn frickin' Flare. So, other than that, that's pretty much it. You'll notice we get good ×7 ability points from the end of the battle, so it hopefully won't take too long. Plus it'll allow me to show off a few of the enemies. And then as soon as I get tired of fighting him, I'll give Mog just his relic and we'll fly up to the top. One thing you are going to want to make sure you do is give someone Reflect, because a good portion of the enemies here have Reflect on them naturally, and Well... yeah, that means that you cast magic on them, it's gonna get reflected back, and there is no way to remove the reflect status because it's like an innate ability that they have. So you'll have to physically be able to even hurt them, you'll have to cast reflect on yourself and then bounce spells back on them. So make sure at least one person has the reflect ring if you plan on getting into fights in here. Another thing worth mentioning is I don't think you can run away from any of the fights. So once you're in them for good. You're stuck and you can't get away. Now, all the battles in here, as you've noticed, all we have is magic. There are two ways around casting magic. If you want people to use physical attacks, you can go right on ahead and berserk them. This will allow them to use their regular attacks. The other way is with Umaro. Because Umaro is naturally berserked, and just keeps attacking anyways and doesn't even know magic, well, he can be pretty useful in here, because the enemies here don't have really high physical defenses. So he'll just keep hitting. I did come in beforehand and try a strategy where I was testing out if I could berserk someone with jump shoes and just have him constantly use jump like Edgar. But for whatever reason, it didn't work. Either because you're not actually supposed to be able to do that, or because in this place it just negates your ability to jump. Wow, I have no idea why I cast Bio on her, because she doesn't have Reflect. I'm so glad she blocked it. Anyways, as I was saying, Edgar had the jump shoes, but I was trying to berserk him. He never used jump. He just kept using his regular attack. So I don't know if that's because you can't jump, or because I was just getting really unlucky. Either way, I wouldn't rely on that too much as a means of trying to hit the enemies. Another thing you're going to need to be careful of in here is any sort of elements, because everybody is weak / immune / absorbs a different element. So you never really know which one to use unless you've like figured it out beforehand, which I clearly have not, because if you haven't guessed by the way I say things about this place all the time, I don't like this tower. I don't like it one bit. So I'm just going through it as I am right now and doing what I can, and like I said, as soon as I get tired of it, as soon as I get tired of the enemies, I'm switching back to just running through it without getting in any fights. But I do want to get in just enough that we've learned some sort of magic abilities that we can use against the boss at the top of the tower. Because going up against him without any attacks is gonna suck. Right? Right now we've got Flare, and you have nothing. Like, you've got your level 3 spells, but really? He can change his barrier. What if he changes barrier to something that's not gonna hurt him? And you, honestly, you don't even have anything right now. So, with all that, as soon as... I don't know, let's... You know what? You know why I'm doing it? You know why I'm honestly getting in all these fights, walking up casually and slowly and doing all of this stuff as I am? Because I'm suffering going through this tower. I hate this tower so much. So you guys can suffer with me, and just deal with it. It's also why I'm not cutting out any of these battles, even if it's a repeat enemy. Right? Like this guy, we just fought him, but you know what? You know what? You guys can watch me fight him again, because I have to fight him again. I can't run away, and there is no, like, insta-kill on him that I can use, other than apparently fire 3 from a beefed-up Terra. Actually, you know what? How are my spells doing? Bahamut, are you at least close? 62? Why do I get the feeling it's actually going to take 78? Okay, you're close. I get the feeling it's going to take until I get to the top of the stupid tower before they even learn their stupid abilities. Grrr. Alright, now these guys, I do remember this. I do remember... You son of a bitch. You flaming bastard. Oh my god. You totally just killed him. Urgh. For that, you will die. And you know what sucks? Is I can't even cast Fire 3. I can't even cast Fire 3 and hope that it hits him because those other guys will absorb it. That much I do know. On the bright side, they do seem to be weak to Blizzard, but... still... Did I mention I hate this tower? You know, I was actually even contemplating just not doing it. Just being like, I really don't care for anything at the top of the tower, and... screw it. And whoa, that was a cool shield. That was a cool shield. Really, really cool. You'll notice when you absorb, when you block physical attacks, you just lift up the shield that you've currently got equipped, but whenever you block magical attacks, you lift up basically a color shield based off the magical element. So whenever you block like a magical one, or a fire element, it'll be red. If you block ice, it'll be blue. Berserk was a really cool green. Like, wow, that was really cool. Like, really, really cool. Like, I mean it. Really cool. Man, I wonder what other... Like, see, Death, you pulled up the shield with the little cross on it. Like, it's a paladin shield or something, but... Oh, man. Okay, you're dead, now I can start casting fire again. I don't know, there's also just something about fire, I really like it. I don't know what it is, but honestly, I do. Even if I'm not sure what the enemies are weak to, I do. If you haven't noticed, I like to rely on fire. It's my go-to spell. Nothing wrong with that, right? It's a good spell. It's fire. Huh, I can't believe that actually killed him. Huh, that was awesome. Alright, you know what though? I'm tired of enemies, and we just got tons of magic points from that battle. That was 9 in one battle, my god, which means you're close to Bahamut. Are we even gaining experience from this place? I don't think so, so it doesn't really matter what you have. So we'll just give you riding, because you've been working on learning that. And I'm going to give you... You don't need the reflect ring anymore. I'm going to give you both the dash shoes and your charm. Alright, let's get through this place. Screw this place and screw the rest of the enemies. There are other enemies here, and they are even stronger than the ones we've been fighting, but I don't care anymore. I just want to fight the dragon, and then get to the top of the tower and fight the boss. Now, this dragon here, the Holy Dragon. This guy's a pushover, just like every other dragon. Because he has some weaknesses, just like every other dragon. Now, he is immune to Holy, but that's no big deal to us. He's weak to slow, and he's also weak to silence. Now, you want to guess what happens once he's been silenced? Great, I totally just taught you Holy, and you can't do anything with it. Huh. I am so smart. SMRT. Oh well, whatever. Fire it is. Yeah, see that? Once you've cast... What was I casting? Once you've cast Mute on the Holy Dragon, he will just continue to try and cast spells that he is unable to. So he just stands here and lets you kill him. Yeah. If you don't cast slow on him, what he'll be doing is he'll be casting anywhere between 1 to 3 Holy or Pearl attacks on you each time it's his turn. So it'll come to his turn and he'll cast 1, or it'll come to his turn and you'll see 1 come down, and you'll take damage, and then 1 come down, and you'll take damage, and then 1 come down, and you'll take damage. Also, killing him nets us our second Holy Lance. Now we can give 1 to both Mog and Edgar. And we also... learned Flare for Terra. So we've got all the spells that we need now to go fight the boss at the top of the tower, whom I'm just going to run to, because as I said, I don't want to get in any other fights. Oh, the other thing. All these doors are going to contain chests, and there was a secret switch that it did open up in here to... There was a secret switch that I've already hit to open up another door, but I pointed all of that out when I went through and raided this tower with just Mog and his charm earlier, so if you want to see what all of those items are, you can go watch that video. Because, really, there's no reason to do it again, because I have been using half the items that I found in here anyways. Regardless, we got a chest up there, and in that chest, we got... Dun dun dun! Soul of Tomasa. Now, this changes magic to change magic, or X magic. It is very much like the Warrior's Proof, where the Warrior's Proof allows you to do 4 attacks at decreased damage, the Soul of Tomasa allows you to cast 2 magic spells in 1 turn at decreased magic. Now let's use some of these elixirs that we got, just because we have them, and I might as well use them, especially since Terra's almost out of magic. And let's progress down to the bottom of the tower. What? What's going on? People are coming up? Yeah, that's right. As soon as you open the treasure chest... Sorry, not as soon as you open the treasure chest. As soon as you step in front of the treasure chest, you set off a switch that causes a boss to slowly make his way up here to fight us. Now, that's regardless of whether you grab the chest or not. I guess they don't know if you can grab it, they just know that you walked up to it. So if for some reason you wanted to go all the way up here and fight the boss and fight all the enemies and, you know, not grab it, well, you're stupid, because it's awesome, and, well, getting up here sucks, so why wouldn't you? Anyways, this boss, he is also a pushover. All you have to do is not use her because she doesn't know Berserk, but all you have to do is cast Berserk on him. Now, if you don't cast Berserk, he's a pain, because every time he's hit with any sort of attack, be it Umaro's physical, or any of your elements, he will counter by using Wall Change, which will make him immune to one element, he will absorb one element, and then he'll just be regular to everything else. So as you can see, every time we hit him, he uses Wall Change. However, now he's berserked, and we don't have to worry about him using any of his strong magic, so we can slowly just wear him down. On the downside, as soon as we kill him, as in we've done enough, oh my god, and you're also currently immune to frickin' Holy. Bastard. Okay, anyways, as soon as we kill him, he's going to counter with nothing you can do now. This sucks. Oh well. As soon as he dies, he's going to counter with Ultima. It's going to deal about 5,000 damage to each person. Now, this will kill your entire team. So, remember that Phoenix Esper we got? It is imperative that someone knows Life 3. Ah! Now I healed him! Anyways, once Life 3 has been cast on at least one person, you're good to go. Because what it does is it brings them back. As soon as they hit 0 health, they will come back to life. I'm just casting it on everyone for the sake of casting it on everyone, because at least this way we'll collect, I don't know, some sort of MP for ability points for abilities we're not really learning, because the only person learning anything right now is Mog, working on Quick. I don't know, I just feel like casting Re-Raise on everybody. Oh my god, and you're freaking immune to Blizzard! What the hell? Ah! Okay, this is one of the things that kind of sucks, because right now he's got his wall up. Every time you hit him, he will change his wall. But because we berserked him, his wall's not changing anymore. So, currently, apparently both Holy and Fire will cure him. He's immune to Blizzard. All that we got left with Mog is fucking Poison and Thunder. Seriously. It's a good thing everyone else is so powerful, because Mog, you were absolutely useless this entire battle. Oh my god. Anyways, with that, we beat him, and we get a Mega Elixir, which we can use to fully heal our team at any point in time we want, given it's actually in a battle. Yeah, you have to be in a battle to use the Mega Elixir. It's kinda dumb, but whatever. Fully heals everybody. Alright, let's re-raise you, cure everyone back up, and you know what? Because I can't use teleport to get back out of the tower, I'm gonna fight a few more enemies on my way back down, just because. Hopefully we'll fight some of the stronger ones, so you can see how absolutely annoying they get at the top. What else do I want to give you? Let's give you that, we'll give you an earring. Let's take off your earring and give you a... You can be my second, Where's my other reflect ring? I know I have two. There it is. There we go. We got 2 reflectors. And we can make our way back down the tower. Yeah. Funny story. When I first actually fought the Magi Master here, I had no idea you could just cast Berserk on him and have all that work. I also had no idea what Life 3 did. So I honestly went through the entire battle using Rasp and Osmos on him to drain all his MP, because I figured that if you drain all his MP, he won't be able to cast Ultima. I also figured that yeah, if I could do that, then it would be my only way of being able to survive. I had no other way. I could not think of any way to be able to beat him. So... yeah, no, that's exactly what I did. I spent hours just sitting there rasping and rasping and rasping, and then healing and healing, because he'd be hitting me, and I'd have to worry about getting hurt. So, it was a long, drawn-out battle. Anyways, one thing that I learned from that is that most bosses actually have this ability. Now, it's a kind of a shitty ability, but it's an ability nonetheless. And what it does is, when they reach 0 magic points, they die as if they ran out of health. Now, as weird as that is, it was highly beneficial, because I managed to sap all his magic so that he couldn't cast Ultima, but I was still worried I'd have to try and find some way to kill him by getting through his defenses and hitting him with stuff that wasn't going to be curing him. Luckily for me, he actually died. Couldn't cast Ultima, and I was a full, 6 to 8 hours further into my clock on the game, because, well, that's how long it took to sap all his magic at about, because Rasp isn't as strong as any other abilities, 200 MP at a time. Maybe 400 with my really strong magic users. But that was it. So, if you don't have Life 3, there are other ways to go, but my god, you are insane if that's what you want to do, and you know better. And oddly enough, suddenly knowing, Flare for Terra, these guys are a lot easier. I remember these guys being really annoying, and, because you notice when you attack them, they counter with Cure, and, it'll be Cure, it'll be Cure 3, or Life 3. But if they counter with Cure 3, they're basically healing themselves the damage you just dealt to them. And I remember them curing themselves a lot more and being a lot stronger, basically me being well, I hit them, and immediately afterwards they've cured themselves. And these battles can go on forever. But yeah, this honestly isn't that bad. They're not curing themselves as much as I remember. Maybe I'm just a lot stronger this time around, which is great. But should you get stuck in this battle, remember, you can't run away. One nice thing, however, is that, and due to a glitch, and this is something that's actually kind of cool about Life 3, it's non-reflectable. So, the reason the enemies counter on you is because some of the enemies here, and I don't remember which ones, but some of them have an innate reflect on themselves. I think I might have mentioned this. So you can't remove that reflect. So if they countered on themselves, it would bounce back on you. So, the reason they use attacks like whenever they're hit, protect, shell, cure, and they cast it on you, is because they expect your entire team, when you came here, to have wall rings, to be like, all the enemies can cast is magic, I'm gonna go in there with wall rings. That way they can't hurt me. Well now, suddenly, it's all coming back and kicking you in the face, because they're curing themselves every time you try and attack them. Like, it's smart. It's really annoying, but it was really smart on the designer's part. Especially to give them reflect as well, so they just cast their own spells on themselves and hit you, and oh my god, you totally just berserked Umaro, my physical character, making him even stronger. You moron! Oh my god, that is awesome. Ha! Great. Yes! Anyways, I don't remember if we showed these guys off or not yet. The guys up top, I know, they're weak to ice, but they absorb fire, and I ran out of magic. I ran out of magic. Oh, that sucks. Anyways, those guys that are still alive, they're weak to ice, but they absorb fire, and the guys at the bottom, that one guy that we already killed, he's weak to fire, but I think he absorbs ice. No, he doesn't absorb ice. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I'm just talking. I'm just talking because this episode is not over yet, and I don't know why I haven't ended it, or why I'm still fighting enemies, because I fought a boss. And I'm walking back down the tower. Apparently because I like pain on myself. I don't know, I think this is going to be the last battle. This is definitely going to be the last battle. Yes, this is it. I'm heading down to the bottom of the tower. I'm doing it quickly with dash shoes, and a charm, and I am getting the hell out of here. I'm going to go, I am going to save my game, and I am never coming back to this tower. At least, I am never coming back to this tower on this playthrough. Actually, you know what? These guys give some pretty decent magic point gains. Nope, there are Cactrots. Screw it, if I decide I want to level people up, it's Cactrots. Although, I guarantee you, I do not. This is a promise. There is no leveling between here and the end of the game. All that's going to be is Dragon Forest, so I can get an economizer. If I can get an economizer. Just for the sake of getting an economizer. Should I say economizer one more time? I think I should. Awesome economizers. And then it's off to Kefka's Tower. And Kefka's Tower, I'm just going to blast right through. Once again, like I said, I'm not going to worry about, like, leveling up or anything. Mog really doesn't need to know tons of magic, because he's not really my magic user. He's just jumping on people, so any magic that he does learn between now and then is magic that he knows. Also, because Kefka's Tower is a three-way tower, I'm probably not going to be giving him much more stat upgrades due to the Espers, because I can only equip them on certain people. And I don't really want to spend a bunch of time switching it every time I switch a party. So, with all that done, I'm going to save my game again and say good night, viewers. Have a good day, good afternoon, good morning. Happy Kwanzaa if you're watching this during that time of year. Happy St. Patrick's Day if it happens to be around that time. I don't know, because I can tell you what day it is today, but that doesn't matter if you're watching this 10 years in the future. Goodbye. Open your eyes. What's happening to me? This is my blood? It's okay. Don't worry. I'm not blind. I know. Don't talk. Not until we reach a town. I understand now. I've lost too much of my blood, haven't I? So go on. Don't worry about my cumbersome carcass. But... just let me be caught. Before you go, put me to this knife. This thing you ask me. If I'm caught, you know what sort of treatment I'll receive? They'll tear my eyes out. Bring your arm down. Are you trembling? You're like a newborn. You tremble like a little brat. Come on, stop being such a coward. Just bring your hand down and... I can't do it. Clyde! It won't end. Clyde, you coward!